Tarot is a wonderful tool that can be used for so many things, and one of the best things it can be used for is personal growth and self-development. And the foundation, cornerstone of that, whatever you want to call it, is self-care. You really can't be taking care of other people, falling in love, making lots of money, whatever. You can't do any of those things if you're not taking care of yourself first. So I put together six of my favorite tarot spreads that are going to help you take care of yourself and meet your own needs so that you can then grow in those other areas of your life. All right, let's dive right into it. Hi, I'm Angie from The Simple Tarot, which is all about helping you to read tarot cards so that you can use them as tools for self-care, for personal development, creativity, and just plain old fun. Tarot is such a powerful tool for personal development and growth. It's why so many of us read the cards, in fact. So today I'm just going to go over some of my favorite tarot spreads that have to do with self-care, unconditional self-love, and really living a life of desire and pleasure and fun without any of that guilt or shame. So let's get going. So extreme self-care seems selfish, but it really is one of the most generous and loving gifts that you can give to other people. So when you've gotten all of your own needs met, you can approach your relationships from a place of wholeness and generosity. So with this gift, you're going to be fully present for the needs of others without worrying about your own needs at all. Again, you can't really have anything to give people until your cup is already overflowing. So this tarot spread is going to help you improve your self-care by identifying one small action that you can take immediately and then helping you to create an actionable plan for self-care that you can implement within the next few days. All right, so if you haven't grabbed your tarot deck already, go run and get that right now and give it a good shuffle. And then lay out the 5 cards just as you see them and the image right here. We're going to read card 1 as, what one step can I take to immediately improve my self-care? So this card represents the one action step you can take within the next hour to take care of yourself. It may be a minor step towards a larger project, or it might be a single tiny act of self-care. Card 2 reads as, what makes me feel good? So use this card to brainstorm and identify the many things that makes you feel good. What brings you happiness, joy, pleasure, or comfort? Card 3, what makes me feel bad? So use this card to brainstorm and identify the many things that make you feel bad. What brings you shame, regret, guilt, pain, or anxiety? So card 4, how can I bring more of the good stuff into my life this week? So use this card to identify at least 3 ways you can bring more of the good stuff from card 2 into your life within the next 7 days. How will you take action on this information you've learned? Now, put that into your tarot journal and into your daily planner. Now, card 5, how can you eliminate the bad stuff this week? So use this card to identify at least 3 ways that you can get rid of the bad stuff that you identified from card 3. How will you take action on the information you're learning here? Now, put this in a sticky note and put it on your planner, or make it a note on your phone. So when those triggers pop up, you'll have a response immediately for how you're going to take action to deal with them. And don't forget right now to do the action step that you determined in card 1. Remember, it needs to be done within this first hour. Of course, maybe you want to move on to the next tarot spread instead. And this one is about daily self-love. So doing the tiny things that bring us pleasure, like lighting a candle, using the nice, pretty napkins, putting on perfume, or even just having coffee on the patio, they're easy to forget in the crush of everyday life. But if we forget or ignore them for too long, our lives get dull and dreary, and then we become sort of dull and dreary. So these tiny things may not seem like much. They really don't, but they are vitally important to your own happiness and your self-care and your sense of identity. So this tarot spread will help you take your self-care to the next level by bringing back some of those tiny actions to your daily life on a regular basis. You're going to start by brainstorming a long list of ideas you could do every single day to radically improve your life. And then you're going to choose one to implement immediately. This is a good partner to the previous tarot spread we just did. So shuffle your cards, lay them out just like you see here, and then read card 1 as, what daily action can I take that will bring positive and immediate change? So this card's going to help you come up with many different daily actions that you could start doing right now today that are going to bring immediate positive change to your life. The changes might seem small, but it's going to be positive and definitely worth the effort. Remember, these may be tiny action steps, but use this card to brainstorm as many ideas as you can. Card 2, what daily action can I take that will bring positive, long-lasting change? So this card's going to help you brainstorm many daily actions that you can do that may not have immediate results, but that are going to greatly improve your life through daily practice. So use this card to brainstorm as many ideas as you can think of. And think of the big things like exercise and eating healthy, but also the little things as well, like journaling, meditation, or just even using your tarot deck. So card 3, what is one action step I can take to love myself today? So this card represents the one action step you can take today, right now, to show yourself more self-love. Are you going to actually take it? I keep hammering this point home, but to put yourself at the center of your life, you need to be a little bit selfish, and that's okay. You need to put your needs first. Only when that cup is full and overflowing will you have the energy, resources, and desire to give people what they need without any resentment. So being selfish doesn't mean you put yourself above other people. It simply means putting your needs first. You're not putting your wants first, you're putting your needs first. So when your selfish desires come from your heart, from that deep, deep knowing place within you, they will never cause anyone any harm or pain. You don't need to fear hurting other people by being selfish. Only through being selfish can you really add value to others and to your own world. So this spread's going to help you gain clarity on your most selfish desires and what's stopping you from accepting and realizing those desires. All right, so give your cards a good shuffle and then lay them out as you see here. The second card's going to lay on top of the first, crosswise and covering it. In all cases, the cards are going to represent a thing or an action, or it may represent how you feel about the thing or the action, so keep that in mind as we go. Read card 1 as my most secret and most selfish desire. So deep down, you already know what you secretly want to do, be, have, or feel. So what does this card bring up for you? Card 2, the barriers to realizing that desire. So what is preventing you from realizing your most secret and selfish desire? What is standing in your way? This is very often internal things, but it might be an external thing as well. Card 3, what I selfishly want to be. This card represents what you most desire to be. It can indicate a role, a profession, a relationship, or anything that requires change on your part. Card 4, what I selfishly want to do. So this card represents what you most desire to do. It can indicate an action, adventure, professional change, relationship change, or anything that requires action on your part. So card 5, what do I selfishly want to have? This card represents what you most desire to have, and it can indicate a thing, a luxury, a feeling, an understanding, or anything that requires acceptance on your part. All right, we're going to move on to the next spread, which is about unconditional self-love. So loving yourself on the daily doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. Simple self-care habits are really the result of tiny daily choices, like choosing to brush your teeth or turn off the TV, like tiny actions. So this tarot spread's going to help you brainstorm some ideas for those small and simple self-care habits so you can create a realistic action plan for daily self-love. This isn't just a one-time thing or things you can do in the next hour. This is going to be ongoing. All right, give your cards a good shuffle and then lay them out just like you see here. Read card 1 as what needs to end. So this card represents the habits, relationships, or actions that need to end. These are the choices and behaviors that are habitual, but no longer give you any comfort whatsoever. They might feel comfortable and easy, but they're not actually giving you true comfort and ease. There is a difference. So read card 2, what needs to start? This card represents the choices, habits, or actions that will give you comfort and joy. These may be small actions or large projects. They might also represent areas of your life that you've tried to change in the past without success. Card 3, what needs to change? So this card represents the habits, choices, actions, or relationships in your life that need to change so that you can treat yourself better. Don't keep flogging a dead horse, of course. If it did not work in the past, try something new. All right. And card 4, which was laid face down, what is the next step? After you've considered the answers to cards 1, 2, and 3, turn this one over and use it to brainstorm just one tiny action step that you can take within the next day to bring comfort and joy into your life. And then plan on taking daily action on that action step. So you're not just doing it today. It's something that you can do every single day because the action itself is so tiny and pleasurable. Hope you enjoy. All right, this is one of my favorites. This is so easy to become overwhelmed, stressed out, and burnt out by saying yes to things that we know we should say no to. And even these sometimes are self-care things we should be saying no to. So this includes single requests from help from the people you love, but also regular obligations at work or in your community, and those tiny regular daily habits that you do now, even though that you know deep down that those habits really aren't serving you. So you need to say no to those too. But this tarot spread's going to identify just one area in your life where you could say no, and then give you the strategies for actually taking action on removing that stress and those overwhelming commitments from your life. All right, so we're going to use 4 spreads here, so give your deck a good shuffle and lay them out just as you see. Read card 1 as, what is the one commitment I have agreed to that I regret? And this, remember, it might be one responsibility, obligation, or habit that you've committed to that you don't actually want to do in the outside world, but it could also be one commitment or habit that you're continuing within yourself or within your daily actions that it just no longer serves you or gives you joy. And now reads card 2, 3, and 4. What one step can I take to immediately eliminate this commitment through my life? So these cards can help you brainstorm different ways to immediately remove this commitment or bad habit. So you can think of this as 3 different ways since there's 3 different cards, but even expand it beyond that. Use these cards in conjunction with your journal to get really creative about solving this problem, either temporarily by postponing your commitment or absolutely permanently by delegating, dropping, or doing it. So these are just ideas. You're brainstorming solutions and you're not committing to anything. So once you have a page filled with possibilities, come back and highlight with a highlighter, just circle, whatever ideas you feel comfortable doing. Again, you don't actually have to do them. You're just trying to identify the ones that you could do. And then if you're feeling brave, take action. Use the energy of these cards to eliminate this obligation, commitment, responsibility, or habit from your life for good. And one more tarot spread for habits. So how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. Our habits, both the healthy ones and the unhelpful ones, really give us structure, routine, and comfort. We wouldn't be doing them if they didn't give us those things. So this tarot spread is going to help you design a new life for yourself by identifying 4 habits that are going to result in significant and positive change in your life. 4 habits, 4 cards. So give your cards a really good shuffle and then lay out 4 cards as you see in this image right here. Read card 1 as, what action can I add to my life that will bring positive and immediate change? This card represents one habit you can add to your life that will bring immediate, positive, welcome, fun, beautiful change. This will likely be a small habit that is easy to start and maintain. It's going to give you great satisfaction and joy to do it every single day. Really good idea to use your tarot journal to start brainstorming what that might be. So read card 2 as, what action could I remove from my life that will bring positive and immediate change? So this card represents one habit you can immediately remove from your life. Remember, immediate, positive, and welcome change. So this is likely to be a really small habit, and it might be a challenge to get rid of the habit. So concentrate on removing the environmental triggers and the cues related to the habit instead. Card 3, what action can I add to my life that will bring positive, long-lasting change? So this card represents one habit that you could add to your life that will bring long-lasting, not immediate change, but positive and welcome change. This habit is going to be a challenge most likely, and you may not see the results quickly, but the long-term benefits are going to make it worthwhile. And after a while, you're actually going to even find joy in the process, pleasure in the doing of this habit, even if it is a challenge. So finally, card 4, what action can I remove from my life that will bring positive, long-lasting change? So this card represents one habit you can remove from your life that'll not immediate change, but long-lasting change. This is likely going to be a sticky habit, an ingrained behavior that find great comfort in, even though you know it doesn't serve you. This might be related to limiting beliefs that are holding you back as well. So this is going to be an extremely challenging habit to stop. So be sure to get outside help and support when you're ready for it. I know it seems like those tarot spreads might have a lot in common, and they do, but there's also a lot of differences between them. Some are for tiny immediate actions, some are for daily actions, and some are for big habit change. Just remember that self-care is not selfish. It's a necessary foundation of being a generous, loving human being in this world. And self-care is not optional either. It's absolutely required. If you want to have a cup that overflows, you have to fill it. You cannot be generous if your own needs are not being met. So the next video shares some of my favorite tarot resources for self-care, personal development, and creativity. It is so important that you take care of yourself. So this video will show you what tools are available so you can do that. I created this video just for you. So I'll head over there and see you there, okay?